Hey guys, Ron for FunctionBuilt-Aquatics. And I came up with an easier method to do water changes on my individual tanks that I like to do 50% water changes on. This method works especially well in my main system that holds over 100 gallons of water. You're talking pretty much a 50-gallon water change, and if you're using 5-gallon buckets, that's a lot of trips. What I was able to do is go to Home Depot and part out some drain spout type fittings that you would find in Home Depot for your home. Any of this stuff will fit into your pretty much all your rain guards and gutter guards, or I should say gutter systems. What I have is the spout coupling plastic adapter, just your standard clamp type fitting that you can use a screwdriver to tighten up, and then some PVC reducers going down to what is 1.5 inch sump pump type hose. And I'll show you exactly where that hose is going to in a second. Now I'm always concerned about sucking in the fish in this tank, since these white cloud minnows are very curious, so I take precautions. I use my micron bag the same way I do in my fry tanks. And what I'll do here is I'll put the discharge portion of the actual siphon tube inside my coupling. Pretty simple as that. Let's start the siphon. Right there, as you can tell, we're pumping water. So now that that's doing its job, let's show you exactly where the water's going. We're going to follow the hose. So I have about 50 foot of hose. The hose comes in 25-foot lengths, so I have two 50-foot lengths. Let me show you real quick. Two 50-foot lengths that are attached right there with PVC fittings. Pretty simple, nothing crazy. And this is my sump pump in my back room. Luckily, my sump pump actually comes already pre-cut with these holes, so I was able to remove the plastic cap. And in due time, the water from the 20-gallon paludarium will be pumping directly into sump pump, doing an automatic water change, not an automatic water change, but an easier water change without me actually carrying a bucket and dumping the bucket into the toilet. So this is pretty much getting the labor out of the way. Now I'm actually going to be working on a way to do automatic water changes. And what we're going to do is we're going to tie into one of the cold water lines. See where it says cold? And I'm going to put 1/4 inch hose with a ball valve and reducer nipple type fitting. And I'm actually going to take the water from the main system and run the PVC from the fish room directly to the sump, the same way we're doing right now, but every day. So what we'll be doing is, in essence, we'll be doing a constant drip, like a leaky faucet, of cold water into the system. The cold water, of course, would have to go through a carbon filter to remove the chlorine. So that'll be a constant drip of cold water through a carbon filter, remove the chlorine into the system, and then we'll have a constant drip with fittings coming out of the system and being discharged directly into my sump pump, the same way we're doing it now, but pretty much in a continual basis, drop by drop. So what we'll do is we'll do the math on it, and King of DIY actually has all that stuff set up on his website. I actually put a link down below where you can maybe check out some of that. But this is how I actually physically do my water changes on systems that I want to. And here you go, we're still draining. As you can tell, the water level has already dropped pretty much 2.5 inches. And that water's going into this hose, directly into the sump. No more buckets, easy as pie. And I'm actually going to do a water change on this tank, and then a water change on the main system. Probably going to move about 75 gallons of water tonight, and that'll pretty much make everything easy. So I hope this helped you out. Maybe if you have the same sort of sump pump type setup in your basement, you can do this too. Ron for FunctionBuilt-Aquatics, guys. See you.
This is D Block, mighty, mighty D Block.